Good morning, everyone. This is an LRP video to explain to you what LRP is. Now, LRP is the most amazing thing ever. It stands for Loyalty Rewards Program. It is an optional program that you can opt into when you have a wholesale membership. So I want you to repeat after me. I don't have to do LRP. It is an option, okay? Because I literally just taught a class yesterday and a woman was like, oh, I'd really like to get a wholesale membership, but I don't think I can do the monthly order. And I'm like, guys, they are two separate things. Your wholesale membership gets you 25% off oils. It's $42 for the first year. Every year after that, it's $28, 25% off of oils. LRP is something optional that you can choose to do if you want to do it. This is clear. Okay, so let's say you have your wholesale membership and you're like, I really want to do LRP. This is what it is. It stands for Loyalty Rewards Program. It is an auto ship, meaning it is a monthly order that will ship the same day of every month. So if I set it for today's date, February 10th, and I order something today, if I don't change it, the same thing is going to ship March 10th. So it's like a saved shopping cart template, let's say. Now, why would you want to do that? The reason why you want to do that is because you get a ton of perks from doing that. So the first perk you get is that the shipping is free. So your shipping is $6, but you get $6 back, which is PV. Our doTERRA money or doTERRA currency is called PV. You get 6 PV back to use the next month. The second benefit is that you get an additional percentage back in points. So your first 3 months that you do your LRP order, you'll be getting 10% back. If you always decide to do like a 20 or 30 PV, when I say PV, it's like dollars. Assume it's the same currency. If you do like a 20 PV order, a 30 PV order, month after month, you're always going to get 10% back. That's still pretty great. That's going to add up. But if you want the percentage to increase, you do a 50 PV order, 50. And the first 3 months that you're doing a 50 PV order, which is like a $50 order, you are getting 10% back. But then months 4 to 6, it goes up to 15%. After 6 months, months 7, 8, 9, goes up to 20%. It's starting to get really interesting. Months 10, 11, 12 goes up to 25%. And then as of your 13th month, i.e. 1 year and a month after that, you're getting 30% back in points. Woo, woo, woo. And the cool thing is that once you get to that point, you can do a 10 PV order, like a $10 order, you'll still get 30% back. You can do a 20 PV order, you'll still get 30% back. You can do a 100 PV order, you still get 30% back. So really, the strategic way to do LRP is that you look at your whole year, you look at what you think you're going to want to get, and then you ration it out 50 PV each month. And at the end of the year, you will have 30% back in points. It's how you're going to save the most money. On average, this comes to about $250 worth of free oils per year, which is really awesome. And then people say to me, the next thing they say is like, but I don't think I could buy $50 worth of oils. Like that seems like a lot of oils. And to a new oil user, that certainly does seem like a lot of oils. But when you're an experienced oil user, you're like, oh, that's going to fly by. Don't worry about it. But in the interim, when you're moving from new oil user to experienced oil user, the cool thing is that doTERRA makes excellent products like excellent skincare, hair care, supplements. Those are the main ones I use. Also laundry detergent, actually, and cleaner concentrate and toothpaste. So all of these things you would be buying at the pharmacy anyway, or your corner store. So you just spend the money you would spend anyways in your own store or your own business if you're building a business, and then you earn free oils for buying things you would buy anyways and at a superior quality and delivered to your door so you don't need to go to the pharmacy and do it. Okay, We're at 9:14. I'm going to share my screen and show you super quickly what it will look like. And you can also use this as a little get to know your back office moment. So here I am in Facebook, where I spend maybe too much time. Go to mydoterra.com. My ID is saved, my password is saved. If you don't remember, it was sent to you in an email, and you can ask me if I was the person that enrolled you, or ask the person who enrolled you. Now, this is what's gonna pop up. Now, as you can see, there's a Canada flag and a US flag. What's really cool if you have a Canadian account is that you can order from both the Canada warehouse or the US warehouse. In Canada, we have about 85% of the products that they have in the US warehouse. So occasionally, as you can see, I did this month, I order, you can see here, scheduled LRP orders US products because I wanted some things from the US warehouse. It comes to the same amount of money. In Canada, you pay taxes. In the US, you pay the exchange. When you order from the US, it takes about 2 weeks. When you order from, this is if you're in Canada, obviously. If you're in Canada, it takes about 3 to 5 business days, so it's much faster. So now you know. Let's say, okay, it's clicked under Canada. I want to order something from the Canada warehouse. I'm going to click Create New LRP Template. Now it's going to ask me a date I want it to ship. And I'll say, you know what, I want it to ship tomorrow, or is that tomorrow? The 12th? Next, add products to your cart. So now it says I'm creating a new LRP template. Cool. So what are some things that I really want? Let's say I want some Immortelle, amazing for skin. I'll click on it. Add to cart. It's been added. Let's say I also want some Lavender Touch. It says 10 ml. Okay, then I can say review cart. And, maybe I forgot to add the lavender. Okay, so my Immortelle is 74 PV, great. I'll add the lavender here. Great. Okay, I think this is good. 90 PV, that's great for if you're just a customer and you're wanting to get the most points back for LRP. There's no address set. I have some addresses saved, so I can click it right in there. The cool thing is that you could also send it to somebody else if you want to send a gift, which I often do. Credit card information's there, email is there, processing date. Now, I could say continue, but here's the thing. If you want to get the product of the month, you do 125 PV. And this month, can anyone tell me what it is?
Lavender Touch.
Lavender Touch. Oh, look at that. I'm going to get the Lavender Touch for free. So let me add in something else, like oils I just love. Obviously, I love Balance. Almost there. And I'm going to delete the Lavender Touch because I get one for free. Let's say I add Forgive. Actually, okay, I'll add Forgive. And then I'm just loving Douglas Fir. I can't smell it enough. Okay, Douglas Fir. These are oils that I love. I'm going to delete the Lavender Touch because I'm going to get it for free. So here we go, 131 PV. That is perfect. That is amazing. Now you see these points here. I have 93 points because in the past I have I've done my LRP and accumulated points. So if I want to use points, let's say I'm gonna, you know what, I wanna buy the Forgive Touch on points. It's only 14 PV. I'm gonna select. Great, now I'm getting that for free. Oh, but I've dropped below 125. So if I wanna get that Lavender Touch, I better add something else. I'm loving the beadlets these days. So why don't I put in some beadlets? I'll probably get a couple of them. That's fine, 130. Cool, so I'm getting Forgive Touch for free. I'll continue. Notice when you use points, you don't get points back on points, right? People are like, if I use points, does it still count? Well, of course it doesn't count because you're getting it for free. Now, usually it shows up, but sometimes it will show up once I process. And note that there is a charge when you use points. You see this point redemption fee, $4. So if you want to be really strategic and you really want to save your money, rather than just get one forgive touch on your points, maybe save your points up until you have like 200 or 300, and then just get a whole bunch of product for free, because it will still cost you $4 whether you're getting one product or 5 products using your points. So I'll just say process as scheduled on February 12th, because I don't need to process it right now. All good. Let's see if it goes back. And look, it shows me I earned 40 points on that 39 PV.
Jen?
Yeah.
I just want to mention, if you want to use LRP points, you can't save your card.
Thank you. You can't save. So this is why it's not allowing me to save. So this is something good to know. So I'll just say return to cart, and I'll click this off, and I'll say, you know what? I won't get points today. Now, if I were to just leave this, it would process on the 12th. And then if I were to leave it, it would then again process the same thing on March 12th. Now, if I were to click ship now, you see this little ship now button, it would ship now, but then it would not ship again on the 12th of February. The system will program it to ship on the 12th of March. Cool. So I'll just save changes here. And if you want to cancel your LRP, you have to call. But if you have 2 open, see right now I have an LRP opened for the Canada warehouse and one opened for the US warehouse. If I want to edit one, I click on edit. It's going to bring me in, and look at that. Because I had 2 LRPs going, I can just cancel this one with the click of a button, which is really great. But if you want to, if I were to cancel this one, let's see, I'll go in and edit it. There'll be no button. See, there's no button there. I can't cancel it. I have to call to cancel. So sometimes people say to me, Jen, money's really tight this month. What do? I say, look, don't lose your points. Don't go through the hassle of calling. Just choose one thing that's the least expensive thing we have. Or you can get a bottle of lemon for like $12, or I love the Citrus Bliss hand lotion for $8. Just put that in your LRP. You'll still get your $6 back in points. You'll still get 10% back in points, and then save up and plan for the next month. I think I covered everything for LRP. Is that good? Was it clear? Great. I'll have my email and info. And please ask me any questions if you have any. I'm going to stop recording. Thank you.